Hello, I have a service dog. Her name is Annie. And as a service dog handler, I'm often told, I wish I could bring my dog with me. Or, you're so lucky you get to bring your dog with you every place you go. I realize that when people say these things to me, they are not implying, wow, you're so lucky you have a disability that requires the use of a service dog. But instead, they're just thinking about how much they love and miss their dog. Here's the thing. It's not lucky, nor is it a privilege. Sometimes it just plain sucks. There's days I wish I could have the same level of independence I have with Annie as without. You're probably thinking, why would you not ever want to bring your dog? Well, let me try and explain. Would you ever want to bring your dog to a doctor's appointment, a medical test, or job interview, or be asked more questions about your dog than yourself? Do you realize that having a dog by yourself means you may struggle to obtain or maintain a job just because people question your ability to perform the needed task? And that did happen to me last year. Would you want to bring your dog if it meant you were judged by every person you encounter? How would you feel if you were asked the same 4 questions every 20 feet while just trying to buy a jug of milk from the store? What if it meant that every time you walked into a room, everyone turned and stared at the guy with his dog? What if strangers regularly asked you, why do you need the dog? And then said, you don't look disabled, after you answered their question? Always having Annie by my side means I'm a spectacle, the uncommon sight in Walmart or Costco that make people scream in excitement or fear from many hours away. Look at that dog. How about having a dog by your side and then having total strangers tell you how sorry people feel for you? Then there are times when people want to help me find something because they assume I'm blind and get upset when I tell them I have my sight. How about never taken seriously because you have a disability? Do you realize that having Annie with me means never being able to escape the stigma around my disability? What if always having your dog with you meant living with the fear of being denied access every time you go for coffee, get in a taxi, on the bus, or go to the mall to shop, or anything else people take for granted? Most people don't realize that I have to have Annie with me every place I go in public. I need her to alert me to seizures, to roll me over on my side during a seizure. I need her to ground me through reoccurring PTSD triggers that I have little control, and so much more. Annie is not just a pet to be with me. She's my lifeline. So unless you have a disability that requires you to have a service dog with you every place you go, please don't tell me how lucky I am. Unless you have a disability that requires you to have a service dog, you have no or very little knowledge of the inconvenience, fears, harassment, complexities that go along with having a service dog with you. And then there are some good days of having Annie by my side that gives me countless opportunities to educate the public on service dogs and living with a disability. Although being a service dog handler can be frustrating at times, I would never want to go back to the fear of having a seizure any minute, or struggle with the 3 strokes I had. There's so many things I can do now with Annie by my side that I could not do before. I feel and know I'm safer and more secure with Annie every step I go. So I beg of you, when you see somebody with a service dog, walking down the street or in the grocery store or the mall or the doctor's office, please, just let him be. Just let him be. We never know the struggles somebody's going through in their life. We never know why people have service dogs, or even the emotional turmoil it takes just for them to leave their homes. The insecurities of having a service dog for security is beyond words to measure. So please, just let him be.